What's up everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to this commentary playthrough of NieR Replicant. We have started Route B and we had a pretty intense start to the second playthrough of the second half. We found out about Kaine's tragic backstory, her history of being bullied and abused and outcasted by people even as a child, and then the relationship she had with her grandmother and how she lost her grandmother. It was a really difficult, tough story to read, but it was very important in terms of obviously understanding Kaine, her motivations, her history, and everything she had to go through. So that was a very important session, but it was extremely reading heavy, so we didn't really get much done in terms of the actual gameplay and replaying this particular part of the game. So from here on, we're going to continue to focus on some of the story stuff. So let me quickly have a little look at this stuff. The main thing we need to do by the time we finish ending B is make sure that we have all of the weapons obtained. So that's going to be one of the main things. There's two main ways to do that from here on. There's going to be side quests that we need to do, and alongside that we need to buy some of the weapons from the shops. So the actual side quests that have these weapons, you need to do some story stuff first. So you need to get to the stage where you're unlocking those fragments, and they become possible to do after you unlock certain fragments. So that's why we need to have a look at some of that stuff, and therefore I have to progress the story. So for now we're going to continue to progress the story. Some of this stuff is just going to be a direct repeat of what you've seen before, but because there's going to be potentially new perspectives and new dialogue and new scenes and that kind of thing, I'm gonna just play through it as normal. Now, since we're actually doing Since we're actually doing a story-heavy part, can't see it here. I dropped the difficulty back down to normal just so that I can plow through the story stuff more easily, because it's stuff I already fought. So, continuing with the story for now, I'll try to annotate if there's going to be something worth seeing, and if not, then it's going to be a repeat of what you've already seen before.
Hey.
Oh, hi. I kinda thought you'd never talk to us again.
I understand you're doing this for the village, and that you don't have a choice.
Pretty much, yeah. But look, why don't you go talk to Popola? I think she wanted to discuss the Shadow Lord with you.
I'm headed there next. Oh, and Tevura?
Yeah?
Sorry about yesterday. I shouldn't have lost my temper like that.
You don't need to apologize. Anyone would be upset when their friends are hurting. Let Emil and Kaine know that we're sorry, alright?
Alright.
I think it's one of these things where if I was recommending to someone like how to play this game, I would probably say try not to start Route B as soon as you complete Route A, because then it feels so much more like a repeat. But for me, because I always have other projects ongoing and I'm never just recording one series, if I've gone really far ahead in terms of what I've recorded versus what's uploaded, I'll basically just move to something else, and sometimes it can take a long time for me to get back into a game. So for this one, once I did ending A, it took about 3 weeks for me to start recording again. And so if you go back to where Route B started, so if you go back to where the second half of the game started, it's probably been about a month. So in that sense, it's better for me because it's less fresh in my mind. And it definitely feels less repetitive when you've taken a break. So I guess for anyone that's playing the game themselves someday, I would say it's probably good to just complete ending A, go off and play some other games, and sort of the memories of this game will start to weaken a little bit, and the details of the story will start to fade. And then maybe when you come back and you replay the second half, it won't feel as much of a, oh god, I've got to listen to all of this crap again. It's just going to be another refresher and give you more context and remind you of what you've been, and remind you of the story before you get the extra perspective.
Popola?
Oh, hello.
Look, I want to apologize for
Stop. You didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, but neither did you. You're just trying to protect the villagers, and I jumped down your throat for it.
It's very kind of you to say so. Regardless, please don't let it trouble you.
Ahem. I believe there was something you wished to discuss with us.
Oh, right. Yes, about that. You know about the lost shrine, right?
The temple where I was first discovered.
That's it. Well, it seems that the Shadow Lord's lair is connected to it somehow.
Oh, it was right under our pages the whole time.
But the bridge that leads there is unusable.
So take a boat.
A boat?
Yes, the canal's finally been repaired. It took a lot longer than expected, what with the shades and all. I also asked them to provide a boat at the path to the Lost Shrine's back entrance. The ferryman will let you use it free of charge. That should make it easier for you to move from town to town.
Thanks, Popola. I feel like you've done so much for me. I'm really grateful. All right, I'll see you around.
And for the love of everything, be careful.
He said, "You've done so much for me," and she was just like, It was just ellipses in the dialogue. I guess it's one of these things where, given what we know about the story now, since we've turned back time and we're playing through this again, we're going to see some foreshadowing. We're going to see some moments that we're obviously going to have a fresh perspective on. So that should hopefully be interesting too. It's one of these dangerous games where, of course, I see something like that, and sometimes my instinct is like, well, I know what this conversation is about. I just want to skip it. But then I'm like, what if in doing that I miss out some new dialogue that wasn't in there previously or something?
The path above the entrance to the shopping district should lead to the boat landing.
How excellent to know the canal is finished. Hopefully this puts our days of running all over behind us.
The faster we can move, the faster we can save Yona. Let's use it as often as we need.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not gonna skip anything, because I'm just too worried that I'm gonna end up skipping something that I didn't want to. Because that's kind of the whole point, seeing new stuff that you didn't see in your first run. So skipping it would just completely defeat the purpose. So I'm going to accept some of these quests anyway. I'm not going to do every single side quest in the second half, but I would accept them just to have them in my list. Yeah, so these quests are not part of like the list of 5 or 6 that I have that the guide has told me are particularly significant ones, like they contain weapons and stuff that could be of use.
I knew it. This is what I was talking about.
I hear it's 2 thieves working as a team. I hear it's...
Okay, I thought I was triggering another quest. It was not. Anyway, let's head to the boat for now. Like I say, the big quests that I'm interested in for the second half, they're not available yet, so...
We've been dealing with a wave of robberies lately. Better keep a close eye on your purse.
So give me some little shit that like bumps into me as like a little kid that's a pickpocket or something. Since I'm on normal, I think battle-wise I'm really not concerned about anything in particular, but I'm still going to collect stuff as I go just in case.
Hey, look who it is. Remember me? Anyway, if you got a place to be, just let me know and I'll take you there.
Okay, so let's head to the Lost Shrine. I think for some of these dialogues I will skip it, because people that are watching, you likely wouldn't have had a massive break between part A and part B. So for dialogue that I don't deem very significant, I will skip it, just to make life easier.
The Lost Shrine's up ahead, just past this cave.
As well as the Shadow Lord's castle.
Let us make haste.
Okay, so we've got the gang back. Yeah, I enjoyed this first little Lost Shrine quest when I first did the second half. Getting everyone together and seeing like Emil fight and stuff was nice. Okay, so this is new, for example. Gretel says, Hansel. What do you want? Go away, you dirty, defective swine. I'm not like you. I'm different. Yeah, and then we just go and murder Gretel, which is great. So this sort of route B is just going to make us feel bad about everything, like even worse. Everything you killed was a good being. Okay, so this is where we had our little squad photo last time. And it was where I noticed that Emil watches you everywhere you go. Kaine doesn't, but Emil's always got his eyes on you. And later on, you understand when you go to Facade, and he talks about like wanting to be a bride and all that kind of stuff, and the wedding stuff for later on. Obviously, NieR's reaction at the start is like, "Wait a minute, what? Like, that's not what you mean, right?" But obviously, you get what he's saying. He cares for him very deeply. So in terms of battles, I mean, I feel like just kind of skipping ahead for most of this stuff. I've done all of these battles already. Because I'm pretty sure the battles themselves aren't going to change. But we'll find out. It's frustrating that you can't change things on the fly like you did with NieR Automata, so that way, if a boss battle turned out to be different, I could always just go into the menu, like restart the battle, go into the menu quickly and just change it to hard. But on this one, I'd have to like exit to the title menu and make sure I have a save and all that kind of shit. It's clunky. It's definitely a negative point of this game. You again? Stop bothering me. Grimoire Vice has been taken away. Hansel is dead. There's no reason for me to exist anymore. My life is over. Just leave me alone. What? So they just look like they're toying with it? I'm confused. Are they toying with it? Are they chilling with it? They don't seem hostile. Okay.
Ain't you excited, sunshine? We finally get to bathe in blood.
Ooh.
Don't talk to me.
I want to kill so bad I can barely stand it.
Wow. So we get to hear the thoughts running through Kaine's head and her internal struggle with Tyrant. That's insane. Okay. That already adds a nice dynamic here, and something we need to see more of. So let me remind myself of what I was doing here. I was doing the execution thing. That was like the quick 1-2 punch that was working so well for me. Great. I mean, if it worked in hard, it's gonna work in... And we'll be able to pick up some nice extras here as well. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to go around and do every single little room and every encounter and that kind of thing. It's going to be interesting to see that dialogue and stuff when we actually fight Kaine for a bit. But you can see on normal difficulty I'm barely taking any damage at this stage. So this is all easy money for me. I mean, I guess you could kind of cheese the game a little bit by farming for items when you're on easy mode. And then cashing them in on hard. Yeah, it's that case of trying to remember where we had to go again. Whoops. New controller, so I'm still just trying to remember how to use this thing. Okay. I mean, again, if you're not using that executioner thing, it's definitely not that easy. But the executioner move is just too broken. I mean, it's broken to a fault, really, but it definitely serves me well in this second playthrough when it's a bit you've already done. It's just farming at this point. So as of this stage, I'm not really sure how I'm going to edit this. We'll just see if there's large portions where I'm doing stuff you literally would have watched before, then I don't think there's that much point of showing it again, but we'll see. It's difficult because you get little snippets here and there that's new. So it kind of feels silly to show, like, I don't know, 10-15 seconds of Kaine's inner voice.
This is all too easy.
And then jump ahead like a huge amount. So we're going to keep momentum here. Like, the main thing I'm interested in is the new stuff and, of course, those quests that I didn't do in the second half. Oh, God. Oh, we can start to hear the shades now. Okay, that's...
What's with these guys?
Certainly not your garden variety shades.
Their bodies aren't fully functional.
Say, I've heard of this. A cursed area where incomplete shades gather.
Yeah, so even these little extra insights are interesting. Nice. Yeah, normal mode is literally easy mode, I'm sorry. And hard mode is normal mode. I think that's pretty apparent at this stage. Right, I always get a little bit lost in this bit. Pretty sure we just go through here. It's another set of these. Actually, no, I think we have to beat the shades before we can carry on. No? Okay. Cool. That works. Look at him trying to get in. It actually feels a little more... It actually feels a little bit more difficult for me on the PS5 controller at the moment. The triggers, like, they're naturally deeper and they have a bit more push. So blocking and parrying isn't quite as intuitive, I think. Isn't quite as easy for now until I get used to it. This is basically the first game I've played on my PS5. So other than Astro's Playroom. Let's go. Look at this on normal difficulty, by the way. I'm just using Dark Blast. That's all. It's dead. It's actually dead. Good grief. I guess because you've already run the game once as well, you probably have all these extra words and stuff like that. And the enemies don't scale up, so I don't think it matters much. Right. I've treated you all poorly. I mocked you, betrayed you, all because you went Gestalt before the change was complete. But after all this, I think I can understand you. I think we can speak as equals. This makes me very happy. I hope we can spend the rest of our lives. What was that? You went Gestalt before the change was complete. Yeah, that side of things is still a bit confusing. Hopefully it's going to make more sense as we continue on.
Kaine, Emile, look, from now on, I'm going to sleep outside with you.
Why?
I can't accept that you aren't allowed in the village. It's stupid.
So you're staging a protest? Fun!
Don't waste your time.
But it just feels wrong.
Well, that's really nice of you, but you still don't have to stay out here with us.
Emile.
You've got a super important mission. You can't sleep out in the rain. What if you catch a cold? Besides, I like camping with Kaine. Sometimes we sit around the fire and tell stories, or roast...
Emile, that's enough. I got a fucking image to maintain.
Definitely interested to hear more of that Kaine versus Tyrant stuff. Okay, I got the weapon that was here anyway, so I can sort of skip through all this business.
We seem to be surrounded by a mob of helpless...
Surrounded.
Just kick them aside.
Really? It didn't fall down? I feel at this stage even my magic is probably strong enough to take these guys out pretty quick. Let's see. To what extent can you just Dark Blast them out? Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, they're pretty easy to take out even with just Dark Blast. Very nice. Okay. Right, gonna head straight in and fight Gretel again. Hopefully we'll get some alternate stuff this time. So now it's protecting. So it's protecting the shades.
What's going on? There's dozens of them!
Stop, little ones, they're too strong for you. So previously we couldn't hear all of this stuff.
Of the darkness. Lure them to the light. Pathetic to the end, I see.
Very
Aim for that
interesting.
statue. It's the leader.
Right, let's start getting involved. It is they who saved me. Stop hurting my friends, you see? This is so NieR, isn't it?
Oh, you're funny. I'm gonna start crying here.
So Tyrion can obviously understand what's going on, and I guess by extension that means Kaine can too.
Have you felled the beast?
Nope.
This is one stubborn son of a bitch.
Damn it, damn it, damn it!
Hey there, Sunshine. You ain't feeling bad for this freak, are ya? Ain't no turning back now. You got a lust for blood. Embrace the slaughter. All we know is the thrill of battle. Ain't that right, Kaine?
Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna have the Kaine bit coming up now.
Oh, you're kidding me!
Kaine!
I'm not gonna kill it immediately. No more dialogue? We are incomplete, but our friends make us whole. So who would have guessed that this statue was talking all this stuff when we're busy killing it? We are mocked, abused, and hated, but our friends keep us strong. So again, we know Kaine's tale, we know what Emil's been through and that kind of stuff. And this thing is fighting for its friends, and here we are slaughtering it. And they're doing a nice slow one here as well, just to make you really feel it. Okay, so here should be the extra interesting part.
Kaine! Are you alright? Kaine!
I fear there is little we can do for her.
No! Kaine!
What is happening?
It's all over for you, sunshine.
Kaine! Kaine!
Right, here we go. Shade power activating.
It's Kaine's shade!
We've no other choice. We must strike it down.
Kaine! Come back!
Yeah, not going to attack immediately here. Just in case there's some, like, dialogue that might be new. I don't want to take her out too fast. Okay, there's nothing dialogue-wise. Well... I don't remember what happened here to... There you go. I had to land that blow.
Now, pin her down.
Kaine, please! Come back to us!
Oh dear.
Kaine! Kaine!
Kaine!
I couldn't hold it back. I can't be with...
We're always going to be together, Kaine. If you transform again, we'll just stop it again. As many times as it takes. I don't care how tough it is. We're gonna get you back. I like sleeping outside because I'm with you, Kaine. I'm able to ignore my appearance and keep going because of you. I'm weak, and I'm sad, and I'm lonely. But you make me strong. You're my friend, and I need you. So don't you dare leave me!
All right. Stop crying. And thanks. I'm all right.
Over there.
So honestly, I was expecting to hear a little bit more dialogue because obviously that's the moment she completely transformed. And I thought maybe we're going to see a bit more internal struggle for her to return to her human form, but fair enough. Okay.
And what is this, hmm?
Beats me. It's got some kind of writing on it, but I don't know what it says.
How remarkably useless of you. Well, let's go ask Popola.
I still love that line. How remarkably useless of you. I've got to use that to troll someone at some point.